Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. I'm going to make some marinated asparagus. Now this is one bunch of asparagus. It's roughly 1 pound and I have washed it. So now what I need to do is cut the woody ends off of it and just cut it into roughly 1 inch lengths. And I'm just going to put those in a bowl. And I'll get back with you when they're all cut up. Our asparagus is all cut up and ready to go. I have a pot of water on the stove and there's water about up to here, enough to submerge these. We're going to blanch the asparagus first, and then after they're blanched, they're going to be dunked in, we're going to drain first and then put in ice water to allow them to cool. How long to blanch them? It's going to be anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes until they're a crisp, tender, and a bright green. And these, it depends on the thickness as far as how long to blanch them. If they're really thick, you're going to need to go 3 minutes, maybe even more. If they're very, very thin asparagus spears, then 1 minute might be enough. These are in between, so I'm going to say roughly around 2 minutes or so. So you put them in the water once it's boiling good and hard, and then you bring it back to a boil. Then you set your timer for however long you feel. I'm going to start with 2 minutes and go from there. 2 minutes was plenty for these asparagus, and I've got them now in the bowl cooling off in ice water. So while they're cooling down, we're going to make the dressing. Alright, in this little bowl I have between a half of a teaspoon to a teaspoon, not quite a teaspoon, of fresh lemon zest that I have. So, it's not quite the zest of an entire whole lemon, small lemon. So anyway, we're going to start with that. It's very, very fragrant. And to that, I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil. We're going to start with 2 tablespoons. I may go to a third, but we're going to start with 2. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon, you see I am actually using a measuring spoon here, of red wine vinegar. Stir that up just a little bit there, because I wanted to see volume as far as how much oil to use. And I think I'll go another half of a tablespoon, not a full one. So we've got 2.5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in here, 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, and now we're going to add just a small amount of ground mustard. And this is 1/4 of a teaspoon, but I'm not going to add that much. We're going to add basically a hefty pinch to it. You see how much I've got right there? So this is 1/4 of a teaspoon measure, and it is way less than that. It is, not even 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's less than that, just a little bit. Now, I want to add, again, this is 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to go with 1/2 teaspoon of the Himalayan pink salt. Yep. Okay. That's basically all we need right there. It's very simple. We've got 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. Now, salt and pepper is to your taste, to your liking. You may like more, you may like less, you might not want any. It's all up to you. So I'm just stirring it together. I'm just going to let that sit there until I get the asparagus out. I'm going to drain it right now and be right back with you. All right, the asparagus has been drained, and it looks so nice. So now all we're going to do is pour this dressing on top of it. Mix it up a little bit, and then we just let it sit. And I prefer to put something like this in the refrigerator, and you can let it sit for anywhere 3 hours on to overnight. Mine's probably going to sit overnight before we tackle it tomorrow. But that's all you need to do. I'm going to cover it. You can put it in some sort of container with a lid. I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap. And that is all we need to do. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a taste just to see if I want any more salt in there. But that's basically all there is. You can serve this as a side dish with a meal, as a salad, or even on a salad of other sorts. You can serve it with it in all kinds of ways. And the lemon comes right on through with that little bit of zest that was in there. I think I want just a little bit more salt in that. Again, that's to your liking. The amount of salt that you use is to your taste. And we're just going to cover it up, and that's basically it on our marinated asparagus. That's all there is to it. It's very simple, and of course you want this your way, so you can adjust the seasonings. You can add more salt, less salt, black pepper. You can add some garlic. You can add some onions. You can add some parsley or some basil and oregano. You can do all sorts of things with this. I keep things on the simple side just because that's the way we like it. This is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Give this a try sometime. I hope this helps. Have a great day.